attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
On first down, it's play action. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And this pass is on target, caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Receiver in motion now. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Pressure is coming. Checks this down to the running back. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Buffalo starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here comes the bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, gosh, what a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes. As they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. The pre-snap motion from the offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. Salter with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at the 40. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's got the first and still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskers will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but it shows him the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
Play action here on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stuffing the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Signs with the throw. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Now they call a run. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Any safety loves a good opportunity to hunt for picks. And as this game wears on, they get one here. This quarterback needs to do a much better job of being able to read this secondary and being more careful with the football.
Direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Breaks into open space. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. On the option, they're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
That pass is caught and gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the call.
Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. He lets it rip. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score. The Cornhuskers will line up on 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Caught quickly. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. And that will give them the lead now. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down there in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. 2nd down play coming up. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, what a grab! He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Back to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Where's the snap? Looking to throw the ball. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball in the 32.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Catch right along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. A new set of downs after that completion. Working clock with the ground game. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. And it's a direct snap. He shreds the tackle. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Nebraska. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Is back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. 2nd down now. And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That is interception number 4 today for this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
He's got it with room to run.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Well, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They get him down, but not before an explosive run play in this Wildcat look. It's a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Here's the toss play. Leonard heads outside. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
It's a bootleg looking to throw. Throws it to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a late, deep throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the open. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Huskers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. They stretch the lead and get a lot closer to that spot in the national championship game. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the 4th quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Tight end goes in motion. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. 1st down, looking for more now. Powering through a tackle. And not out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal. This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically.